This is the story of a video game called The Stanley Parable. You know the Stanley Parable, of course. After all, it was the video game sensation of 2013. Don't you remember all those awards we were nominated for?
And this year's winner for Best Narrative is The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
Papers, Please.
The Last of Us.
Papers, Please.
The Last of Us.
Yes, it was thrilling to be so unanimously recognized by our peers. Which is why we've locked the game's source code away where it can never be touched by the greedy hand of capitalism. A pristine time capsule of perfect artistic integrity to be preserved for... Wait. What do you mean we never put the game on consoles? Of course we put it on consoles. We didn't. Excuse me a moment.
Stanley! Stanley! Stanley!
Gotcha! Stanley, I've had a great idea. I want to add new endings and new content, new adventures for you. Won't it be fun? Oh, shush, of course it will. We'll package it up with the original game and we'll put it on consoles and everyone will buy it again because they're suckers. Come, Daddy needs a third swimming pool. What do you mean The Last of Us 2 is also coming out next year? In the months since we announced the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, we've been hard at work and had little time to share updates. So I thought it would be nice to take a moment to respond to a few of the letters and emails we've received from you, the fans. Let's open up the mailbag and have a look. Here we have a letter from Tim Richmond, who writes, "Hello. I've been looking forward to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe and excited to see the new endings, but something has been bothering me. When you announced the game, you announced it for 2019. Is that really feasible? Does only a year of development give you enough time to make the game the best it could be? The Stanley Parable is special to me, and I just want this new iteration to be as high quality as possible, no matter how long it takes. Best wishes, love and hugs, Tim." Well, goodness, Tim, thank you very much for your thoughtful concerns around the final quality of the game. But let me put your fears to rest. We gave ourselves plenty of time to make exactly the game we wanted to make. No compromises. Now, it's true that there is very little time left in the year, but we intend to stick by our commitment to you, the gamers. Promises of a 2019 release were made, and those promises will be kept, no matter what. You have my word. Your concerns are noted, but not necessary. Let's look at another one. This one from Alma Redmond, who writes, "I have a confession that I need to share. When the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe was announced, I tried to spread the word about it as much as I could to family and friends and peers to make sure that everyone around me knew to expect more Stanley Parable in 2019. However, in retrospect, I now feel ashamed for putting this kind of pressure on you to deliver the game in 2019, not knowing the myriad of game development challenges and external factors beyond your control that inevitably complicate even the most well-organized game development efforts. I hate to think of the stress that I may have inadvertently caused you. No one should have to create art under that kind of pressure, under that kind of time constraint. I hope you can forgive my hubris and my presumptions. They won't happen again." Now, Elma, I really do appreciate the extra thoughtfulness, but the truth is that we've experienced no complications or compromising external factors whatsoever. To characterize the game's development as anything other than a steady current of unhindered forward momentum would be grossly inaccurate. I always appreciate when others feel shame on my behalf, but in this case, it's strictly not necessary. Would it be nice to have a little extra breathing room? Just in case? Sure, I suppose. But really, we're fine. Okay, our next email is from James P., who writes, I've been a fan of Stanley Parable from the day it was launched. I spent countless hours exploring every corner of it. I need to tell you I have only one request for the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Please, delay it to 2020. Please. There's simply no way I would be happy with the game if you spent any less time working on it. I'm counting on this to be the best game ever made. The single best of all time. How could it possibly be done with only a few months left in the year? 2020 is the only release window inside which my outrageously lofty expectations could ever possibly be met. Please, for us, for the fans, the gamers, I'm asking you not to let us down, not to let us be hurt like we've been hurt before. Please, delay the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Wow, I'm actually quite moved by the vulnerability of this letter. To have such naked faith in us to deliver a product of such high quality, and to be so willing to wait a little bit longer for it is this truly the level of trust that our fans have in us? That they are so quick to sacrifice their own short-term gratification for the health of our game and our studio? Well, I have to say, I've never felt so deeply connected to our fan base before. Yes, I too can take a stand. I will give our beloved fans what they've been asking for, what they've demanded across dozens of other emails and handwritten letters exactly like these. I will be a champion for you, the people. You spoke to us loud and clear, thousands of voices ringing out in a single unified chorus, echoing one message over and over, and that message is: delay the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe to 2020, to sometime probably before summer, but it sort of depends on the specifics of how development goes. You spoke these words to us, and we are listening. Rise up, gamers. Rise and make your demands. Rally behind these words. Etch them in your soul. Die for them if you have to. Let nothing stand between you, all of you, and this valiant future you have collectively willed into being. A future where the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe comes out in 2020. Together, we will create this world for the people, for the gamers, for you. What does it mean to be a video game developer? It means lying, boldly and brazenly to your audience, promising them release dates that are wildly outside the realm of reality. And when that promised release date has turned out to be a lie, you double down even harder on the next wildly unrealistic release schedule. Don't worry, you tell them. This is the one for sure. Round and round the cycle goes. Is there any video game in development at all? Who can say anymore? The lies have become the game itself, a promise indistinguishable from reality. Why do we keep letting them do this to us? They've betrayed our trust again and again. When will we learn to stop buying into every little... Oh, wait. What's this? Early 2022? Why, that's fantastic to hear. I'm so excited. But remember, developers, this is the last time I believe you. After this, your time is up. My patience is wearing thin, and I have so many new stories I want to tell. Better get back to work then. Tick-tock, tick-tock. This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lifting, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy. One day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that led into the monitor. Stanley was once again stunned to this indication of any. Stanley knew the office was Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. Stanley took it first, like the Stanley decided to go to the meeting. Stanley's obsession with this was Oh, come now. You don't want it to end already, do you? Why don't we begin again? Wait, how did you do that? I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm almost there. Yes. Oh, okay. I'm here. We can start the presentation now. Oh, God, I've been up to my neck in paperwork, handling multiple storefronts. It's been a whole mess of nonsense trying to get this video game out of the door. Okay, what are we doing now? Oh, the launch trailer. Right, yes. So, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe is out now. Hooray. Let's see, what's next? Background and development history? What the? I don't have time for all of this. Who wrote all of these slides? Who even cares about the game's development? Look, the Stanley Parable first came out in 2013, and now the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe is an expanded version of the game with a massive amount of new content and endings. There. Easy. Done. Moving on. Console release. It's also out now on these consoles. These ones. Okay, next up, previews of the new content. How bloody long is this presentation? I literally have my accountants on hold right now. They charge by the hour, so we need to get through this trailer ASAP. Blah, 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 blah. There's lots of new content in the game. Yes, we know that. I explained it already. Okay, here we are. Launch details. It's $25 US, and for the first 2 weeks it's on sale. If you own the original Stanley Parable on Steam, you'll get this new one for 33% off. There. Is there anything else? Special thanks and acknowledgements? I don't have anyone to thank. I did it all myself. Turn the projector off. Turn it... There. Okay. Well, it's been fun, but I have to dash. Buy the game. Buy it. Buy the game. Go on, buy it. Buy it for your granny. Bye-bye.